Hi gang, welcome back to the Ornery Latina ever. Tonight's topic is going to be about a little bit about everything. This week has been kind of an unusual week. I took this job, this retail job, and I quit it, but I didn't give my 2-week notice. I just didn't go back. And you know, it was just selling mattresses. Like, it was like, gosh, it was for this corporation that wants us to own everything, but they want to do nothing for you. Anyway, they cheated the Ornery Latina, but that's okay. You know, it's good because you know what, it was only a temporary situation, but I got myself sick, so I'm wheezing through this podcast here. Anyway, tonight's topic, I want to say something that is so important. I lost my Twitter account. It froze because I posted a picture of my middle finger, and I do this on my things all the time. You know, it's just kind of how I communicate. It's not like vulgar or bad, it's just part of like my culture. So if I offend somebody, you know, that's just that. But anyway, I want to offend some liberals tonight. The best thing about Trump and the Trump presidency is that I love to watch the liberals' heads explode. They literally just come unhinged. And you know, think about it. Gets another term, we get another 5 more years of him. But there's an answer to this solution to like keep that legacy going forever. You know how Mr. Bush has his library in Texas? I just think that Trump needs something bigger than that, and that we should just do it at taxpayer expense this time around. For all the like aggravation and bullshit that he went through, like, you know how like the Egyptian people have the pyramids and everything? We need to do a replica here in the United States just for Trump, and someday in his passing, you know, we could remember him by his legacy with a pyramid for Trump. It would only cost maybe $5 billion. I think that's what we kind of figured the Egyptian pyramids were worth. And I think this would be a really great tribute to a great man, you know, King Trump. Anyway, I love it. Liberals will hate it. I know that they will just be like besides themselves. But you know, there's a lot of topics I want to talk about because I see a lot of stuff on gun control. And you know, as a woman, you know, especially walking through Texas, it's really not very safe. I was in Dallas one time and I was followed by these thugs, and the police officer came along and he saved my ass. But you know, I can't always rely on the Texas police officer to follow me on my trips to Texas. So I went out on Amazon and I bought some stilettos, and these are really cool stilettos. I don't know if Will's going to be able to get these in here, but I'll pull them up. Can you see them, babe? Anyway, these stilettos, I'm going to take one off, are the Trump stilettos, okay, by, what's her name, Ivanka? Did I say it right? Okay. Anyway, look at the heel on these babies. I swear to God, if you get pissed off enough, you could just kick these off and just take out an eye, stab a head. It would work like a knife. Bam! This is a weapon, man. You know, I mean, who needs a gun when you have a stiletto like that? And they're made really nice and they're very comfortable, and I really like my Ivanka stilettos. So anyway, I watch stuff on Fox News, and sometimes I kind of get mad because they do the same thing over and over again, especially like the animals are great with Gutfield. That really irritates me because he does this too much, and like it's getting old and he needs something better to replace that with, because you know what, maybe animals are not so great, but you know what, our animals are great. In fact, we have 2 amazing cats, and we don't bring them out while I'm doing the videos because they would be on this table, they would be drinking my wine, they would be all over the place. But anyway, I'll be here on that stupid show, 5 Alive, is Dana and her stupid dog. Our cats, Manny and Manikia, are so much better than your dog will ever be, Jasper or whatever his name is. Anyway, they're so cool. And you know what? They don't need to be walked. They can shit inside a house in their little box, and they know where to go. So, and they bury it too. It's really kind of cute the way they do that, you know. And my little Manikia keeps the cockroach population down. She hits that door at full speed ahead. She like smashes them, Sometimes she eats them, you know, she plays with them. It's like watching a killer whale, like tossing a baby sea lion up in the air. I'm like, God, you know, and sometimes it's not even dead, and like she like will immobilize it so she can just torture it. It's brutal. But anyway, she takes care of that pest problem. Speaking about problems, we have a huge issue, and it's not being addressed. And you know, a lot of people will like say, oh, you bring this illegal immigration up every time you talk to me. I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Hispanic. It's not that I'm a racist, but you know, we hear that word being tossed around so much, it's ridiculous. And you know what, it's all a bunch of bullshit, because you know what, that has just become like every time somebody doesn't agree with you, it doesn't even mean if like they're racist or not, people just on the left will say, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist. And what I want to say to that is, you're an ignorant ass who doesn't even know what the word racist means, okay? Honestly, we have a constitution, and a whole demographic of people have just stumbled all over that just because they feel entitled to come here because of the color of their skin. We have people coming from other countries that cannot get in. We have people that have waited in lines that had gone through the procedures who can't get in here, and just so other people can cut and collect services that are designed for American citizens only. So what's really racist is that they've been getting away with this for far too long, and nobody's doing anything about it. And oh, of course, we're demonizing our president as a racist, but the real racists are the people that are trying to destroy our country. And so I really feel, and those people are the ones that could flip off the media cameras as much as they want. They can punch people in the face, they can throw things, they can riot, they can harm people, they can swear, they can curse, they never lose their Twitter accounts. And for every little, like, saying even the word Jesus, you know, on social media, you get this little line following you, you know, it's like, yo, so bad. I said Jesus. I said the J word, you know, or you say God. God forbid that you say God. But, you know, the other side has gotten away with things for far too long. And, you know, it's nice to see people being held accountable. And Trump is doing that. As he's holding accountable people that are cheating their way through college and getting their kids into these prestigious colleges who aren't even athletic. When, you know, other kids have bust their asses off in the Iowa heat, you know, ripping hamstrings and going through a lot of painful drills and exercises and making all state and really working their asses off, you know, and their parents are really a nobody like myself, you know, and seeing him earn his scholarship. And seeing other kids coming from poor, disadvantaged areas getting into these nice colleges, why these filthy, rich, white kids coming from Hollywood elites are sitting there cheating their way through. So, I mean, 3 days in prison, come on, you know, what's her name, Felicity or whatever? I mean, come on, give me a break, you know. I mean, she hardly did any time at all. That was just like a little slap on the wrist. But with that said, I do believe in karma. And I do believe that people that skirt and cheat and do all those bad things, eventually it all catches up to them. And I feel that honesty is the best policy. And Trump didn't do anything wrong. And this whole witch hunt will be like everything else. It will come to an abrupt end because they won't have anything. And he'll get another term and maybe even his little tomb in his name for everybody to go see. There you go. Oh, up higher. I can't read the cameraman's sign language back there. He's making the weird faces and being cuckoo. Anyway, oh, it's the other way? All right. Have a nice evening, you guys. If you like it, forward it. If you don't, you know what I think.